Hello, my dear friends. Good morning and happy Sunday to you. Welcome to our first hashtag Chat with SEGi talk show session today, and we are so excited that you could join us. My name is Maxine, and I will be your host and moderator for this session titled American Degree Program Virtual Fireside Chat with SEGi. Why a fireside chat? Because today, we're not giving you just another program review, but we will be interviewing some very important people and asking them questions that you, as a student or parent, want answered. Joining us today are Ms. Stella, the CEO of SEGi Group of Colleges, Mr. Anand, Associate Dean, followed by our ADP lecturer, Ms. Afni, and finally, Ms. Punisha, our on-site coordinator for Troy University. For your information, SEGi's American Degree Program is offered by our partner, Troy University. More on that later. So, if you are fresh out of secondary school and have been considering to pursue an American Degree Program, or if you are a parent and your son or daughter have been making some serious consideration about ADP, you have come to the right place. As today, we'll be sharing some important highlights about the program that will help you to arrive at your final decision. So, if you have any questions or you just want to say hi, feel free to drop it in our comment box. A note to our speakers, I'll be directing a question to each person, but for the rest, please feel free to chime in if you have something to add. Without further ado, let us begin. Alright, so my first question is for Miss Stella. What is a distinct feature of American education versus British or Malaysian?
The differences, hi Maxine, and hello students and parents who are tuning in this morning. Good morning. Well, there are some differences between American education versus British or Malaysian education. Just let me highlight a few key differences. The first one is in the entry pathway, right? So if you have just finished your SPM or O-level equivalent, the American degree program allows entry directly from SPM, whereas for a Malaysian degree or a British degree, you would probably most likely need at A level, a foundation, or STPM, that equivalency level. So that's the first difference. With a SPM, you can go directly into an American degree program, which is a 4-year degree program. The second difference is probably in the curriculum design. American degree programs tend to be more general in the first 2 years, and this is especially suited for students who have a myriad of interests. You have different likes and interests, and you may like a little bit of psychology, a little bit of business, a little bit of maths, and so this is perfect for you. But if you are the type of student who is very singularly focused on a specific discipline, for example, you only want to do medicine, so American degree program may not be the right path for you. Lastly, the third biggest difference is in assessments. American degree programs, as we all know it because we run American degree programs as well as the UK degree programs, is in the design of assessments. ADPs in general are very continuous in their assessments, as in every week or every 2 weeks, they will have some small quiz or pop quiz or participation, location marks, take-home assignments, whereas Malaysian assessments or UK-based assessments, they tend to be more spaced out and probably one final exam and one midterm exam, or one assignment and one final exam. So those are the differences, Maxine. I hope I've answered that question. There's also a lot more small differences, like the American degree program actually encourages a lot of interaction, a lot of communication. It really wants students to, let's have your opinion in class. So we tend to bring out personalities, have them give their opinion. There's no right or wrong. We just want everybody to have their say. And I think the speakers that will come on later, Anand, Afni, as well as Nisha, they will all attest to this as well. And we will see different characters in our American degree students versus our UK degree students. The American degree students are louder and always opinionated, and we're really proud of them for that.
That's right. Thank you so much, Miss Stella. So, Mr. Anand, as a previous American degree program student, what do you think?
Hi, Maxine, and hello, everyone. Happy Sunday. It's definitely an honor to see all of you here on Sunday. And I think it gives us so much of pleasure to meet every one of you. Thank you for sparing time in meeting us. Thank you, Ms. Stella. I think you gave us a very nice introductory on the differences between educational systems in Malaysia, the British, and also the American. Now, I had the privilege of undergoing all the three different kind of education during my study period. Maxine, the difference that I would say is I agree so much with Ms. Stella. The teaching and learning styles are completely different. The American degree gives you the encouragement to be a public speaker. It encourages you to have a lot of talks during class sessions, a lot of independent learning and coming to class and representing yourself from whatever you have taken from the learning avenues. Whereas the British education is more of a study kind of a concept where you got to listen in class, you got to read up, and you got to present your skills and knowledge in exams and maybe one or two presentations. But the Malaysian education system is very similar to the British education system. So American education system makes you develops you completely to transform yourself into a different person. But then each education system has its own advantages. So that's the difference that I saw. When I went through the British and the Malaysian education system, of course, I used to be a very timid person. And the Anand that you see now talking aloud and with so much of confidence is because of the American degree exposure that I had gotten. So that's the difference that I see, Miss Stella and Maxine.
I was just going to say, I cannot picture you as a timid, a quiet person.
I was very, very Miss Stella. Yeah, thank you, Maxine. That's pretty much from me.
Yep. So to our fellow audience, so if you want to be like Mr. Anand, join us for our ADP program. Okay. All right. So moving on, we have a interesting second question. So it goes like this. Billionaire Elon Musk said that colleges are basically for fun and to prove you can do your chores, but they're not for learning. Miss Afni, what are your thoughts on this?
Well, thank you, Maxine. Happy Sunday, everyone. And good morning. Okay. Well, I agree one thing with him, which is having fun. Yes, going to college is about having fun, but not only having fun, we also learn things. Okay, academic learning, professional development, personal development, as well as networking. Okay, point number one, why I say that it's academic learning. Okay, is there while having fun. Formal settings of degree classes or diploma classes or higher education institution is where we have formal setting. We focus on discipline, self-discipline. Okay, we also focus on organization, time management. Okay, so all of these build the students' personal development as well as preparing them for their professional future or career objective in the future. Okay, so it's some sort of what we can say a future investment. Okay, and for your own self. Okay, and the society that you're gonna serve later on. Okay, that's number one. Okay, so number two, when we talk about having fun and learning in college, aside from your major courses, other courses, subject majors that you have to take, you also learn one thing that we call networking. I think Miss Nisha, Mr. Anand, you guys will agree on this matter because you have a lot of connections, right? When you were studying in the university.
Yes,
yes, right? Okay, so networking, for example, let's say, for example, in the university that we have alumni association. Okay, we have also clubs, activities, okay, as well as what they call it, volunteerisms among the students and students association. So all of this will help the students build an early networking while they were studying. So it will help them build themselves networking while in school as well as after they graduate. So this thing will help them in the future. Okay, one last point that I wanted to add is um, aside from this professional development and personal development, networking, another thing is the courses prepare the student to be, what do we call it, cultured. The word cultured, a human being that is cultured, where we appreciate other people's culture, respect other people's culture. Okay, and I think a lot of courses in higher education institution focus on telling the students to be this lah.
All right, Miss Afni, thank you so much for your answer. So it's safe to say that colleges are not just to have fun, but it is
Correct.
to build us personally and professionally. And also,
Yeah.
I would like to follow up with another question, Miss Afni. You mentioned about professional and personal development as well as networking. How do we use all these elements when we want to further our not further our studies, but how do we carry this when we start working, when we finish our ADP program?
Okay, because most of the courses in ADP program, and we have also what we call, before we enter the major, what major that we want, like Miss Stella said just now. Okay, we have this what we call subjects, Gen X or general education subjects. So these subjects are focusing on humanity, social sciences, and build us to be human. And along of these courses, one thing that I think most of you will agree with me is, when we are in college, we have that develop analytical thinking skills, okay, critical thinking skills, as well as communication skills. So all of these skills actually will help, will be embedded, okay, will be instilled, embedded throughout your learning. So every challenges that you face in college, okay, every struggle that you face when you are doing assignments, okay, when you are about to quarrel with your lecturers, but you, it's not quarrel, it's actually giving opinion, okay, giving opinion, then you justify your opinion properly, okay, in a proper way. All these complex subject matters, we prepare the students to be more what do you call it, prepared, more adversity, I would say, more reliance, okay, resilience, so that in the future, the students will not only help themselves in academic excellence as well as their life goals. It helps them to lead what I could say a quality life.
Yeah, that's literally a life skill. Yeah, that they
Yes,
could bring
correct,
forward not just in their career but in their life as well.
correct.
When they're building relationships with other people, that's
Yep.
so great.
Yes.
This is what differentiates our ADB students, our ADB program from other institutions. Yeah. So now we come to the part where we will hear from Miss Pronisha about what what our ADP students will experience. So I think our audiences would really like to know what will students experience in Troy Segi's ADP program and what are their study options.
Hi, Maxine, and good morning to the audiences, Miss Stella, Mr. Anand, and Miss Afni. It's good to see you on a Sunday. Um, okay, just to be very quick, in American education, I myself was an American graduate. That was like 10 years ago. So I still carry the qualities in me. And American education opens doors to a bright future to anyone and everyone who's looking forward to begin an American education. It allows you to chart unique tertiary education journey. Troy University American degree programs are bright to your offshores through the partnership of SEGi colleges in Malaysia. So to make it really simple, the Troy SEGi partnership opens up a world possibilities locally and abroad. So one unique aspect, to answer your question, Maxine, one unique aspect of this partnership is the faculty flying concept. So that's the real experience our students are getting. So they actually, the final year courses are actually taught by the professors especially flown in from Troy University in the US, students in SEGi colleges get to meet the Troy professors here in Malaysia. So that is one unique aspect that Troy University and SEGi colleges has it in Malaysia. So I think we can get a insight of how the professors are here and getting field trips done. So this is the some quick pictures that we could gather for the audiences today. So the professors are the real Troy professors from 3 faculties: psychology, communication, and global business. So all
Okay,
professors in
Nisha,
the
can I
programs.
add?
Yes, sure, Miss Afni.
I just want to put you remember the first picture just now? Maxine, if you can go a little
Yes.
bit back. This is Professor Steve Stewart from the Faculty School of Journalism. Okay,
Journalism, yeah.
okay. Nisha, am I right if I say that School of Journalism in Troy is one of the best in the country?
Yes, they recently was awarded for that, and I mean it's a very common thing for Troy Journalism School to get awards, and the recent one, yes, exactly as you said, they are the leading one in the country for journalism. Yes, Ms. Afni. So all professors that are teaching in SEGi colleges are approved by Troy University. So if you're looking forward to start a degree program right after your SPM, definitely SEGi colleges is going to be a good option, because when you actually enroll into ADP, it means that you're pursuing your degree right away at the university level. With regards to the cost, studying locally is certainly affordable, and students will not need to leave your home and family, especially during this pandemic. However, if Troy SEGi students you can also have an advantage to transfer to Troy University US campus under the student mobility arrangements. How that works is, well, we have 3 majors offered here in SEGi. The psychology, communication, and global business. When a student transfers to the US campus, they can change their major to whatever major that's available in Troy US campus, and they will continue to receive the partnership discounts that's available if you're a student here. And so
Nisha, you might also want to mention that during the pandemic, because the fly-in lecturers are not able to come into Malaysia because of restrictions in travel, but our students are able to go live streaming with them as well. Is that
yes, Ms.
correct?
Stella.
Yeah.
Yes, Ms. Stella. So the flying concept is the unique point of this partnership, and due to the pandemic and the international borders are closed right now, all our classes are live streamed. Our lectures are available anytime, so you can actually email them, keep them in touch, and the classes are still going on. So flying classes are still being taught by the Troy University professors. So that will not give you a vast difference in terms of teaching and learning processes.
Yeah, excellent. Just an excellent initiative, right?
Yes, Ms. Stella, and our lecturers are actually working beyond that, and offering extra services, because they feel they still want to deliver the right momentum that they had when they actually can fly into Malaysia and teach the students physically.
I think, Nisha, I must also definitely say that coming back to the question that Afni answered earlier, whether college is about fun or just learning, it's very debatable, but college life is definitely fun. I think it's one of the best moments in life that one would ever actually experience. And here in SEGi, we ensure the fun elements in every teaching and learning that we produce to our students. And coming back to what Nisha is currently sharing, the beautiful part of this ADP international and internal exposure is the facilitators in Troy University and the facilitators lecturers in SEGi work very closely. They have got a very positive strand of communication, sharing, to ensure what is delivered to the students are definitely of quality and fun and best experience. So I think that actually is a cluster of best learning experience. So students in SEGi definitely have that international feel when they are with us. So I think that that's definitely a privilege for learners who intend to pursue in this program. So back to you, Nisha.
Yes, and another thing, let's say there's a course that's being offered in SEGi for this semester. The same course is being offered in the US campus. So the professor who is teaching in the US is the one who's facilitating and teaching for SEGi students in Malaysia. So we are trying to deliver the quality for, though it's a Troy University SEGi campus here in Malaysia, we try and make the deviation really low. So we actually give the same experience that our students have here in Malaysia.
Nisha, you may also want to share a little bit on the Trojan spirit that we give our students. The Trojan spirit. I think that's really important. You should share it with potential clients.
Okay, so our students, the Troy University students in SEGi here in Malaysia, we call them Trojans. So if you could actually go into the Troy University website, you can see a lot of Trojan mascots and stuff. So we call them Trojans. Just whenever I see them, yeah. So whenever I see them, I was like, "Hey Trojan," "Hey senior Trojan." So they really get the Trojan spirit in them, and you know how the real Trojans are, strong, built. We really want them to do it. And if they come forward to Mr. Anand or myself and say, we want to do take up this initiative, we want to do something with some activities, we want to do some collaboration with Troy students there in Troy University campus, the US campus, we really get them to do it. So the spirit is different. And one happy thing about our Trojan students, after instilling a lot of Trojan spirit in them, they actually get hired at the third year or the fourth year when they study. So that's one happy thing. That's one happy thing that why I get to know about this is because they will come forward and say, "Miss Nisha, I need your recommendation. I need a recommendation letter and stuff." And I'm happy to say that even SEGi campuses has hired some ADP students at the third year and towards the fourth year. So we actually see the Trojan spirit that we instill in them is actually making them into making them prepared for the working environment. The employers wants these qualities, and we are happy to give the two important skills that we instill in our students is multitasking and multi-skilling. These are the two things that is very obvious in our students, and I'm really happy that the Trojan spirit that Mr. Anand and I and Miss Afni, I think Miss Afni, you're very spirited. I've been seeing you for many years now, yeah. So this spirit is actually, Miss Afni, let me tell you, this spirit is actually contributing a lot to our students. And thank you very much for the lecturers, the set of lecturers that we have in SEGi colleges.
I believe, Ms. Stella, that's pretty much what you always enforce, that employability, that our students must be able to get a good career platform. And we at SEGi also, we provide our students, if we have an opening, and we definitely encourage our students to join us. So I think that's pretty much what you really look for in us, Ms. Stella.
Yes, great job.
Thank you, Ms. Stella.
Nisha, I think
Yes.
just now when you mentioned, I just remember it's a small thing, but I think we should emphasize that when you said first year students, second year students, I think you forgot that we call ourselves the first year student, we call ourselves freshman year. The second year we call
Freshman
ourselves
and a
sophomore, and
sophomore.
then the third year we call them
Exactly.
junior, and then the last year or the fourth year we call them senior, right?
Yes,
So,
one gentleman came to me and said, "I'm a sophomore Trojan."
Yeah.
I was like, wow, they carry the pride, and I'm really happy the spirit has
Correct,
worked really well in them.
yes.
Yes.
And this our semester, what do we call the semester again? Spring, summer, fall.
Oh
So,
yeah.
yeah.
I'm a fall student.
Yeah.
I'm a fall student. I'm a spring student.
Yeah,
So we
correct.
have that sort of communication happening among our students, and that's really like we'll be taken aback. Like, wait, oh yeah, spring. Okay, So those are the terms and the way communication has instilled in them. They're really good in terms of communication. They could carry themselves. You can actually put our students in any corner, and they will actually come up with shining as a lion. That's really good.
I second that 100%.
Maybe we can talk a little bit more about Troy University and its because it's a public university in the States, right?
Yes, Ms. Stella.
And Nisha, being the on-site coordinator, and you are a Troy University staff, maybe you can tell us a little bit about what it's like being a state university and what are the fees if a student transfer over there. I mean, they don't have to, right? They can do the complete 4 years here.
Yes.
And that's why we are an ADP and not an ADTP.
Yes.
Whereas an ADTP means some colleges in Malaysia or some universities in Malaysia just only offer 2 years, and after that you have no choice but to go
Yes.
the last 2 years in the States. But here we offer 4 years. Still, there's a flexibility of students transferring to the US campus, like you mentioned just now. And what does this mean for the student?
Okay, Ms. Stella, we have students who actually wants to transfer to the US campus, though they probably want to do this like first 2 years over here, the third year in the US campus, and the fourth year they will come back to Malaysia. We even have that, so we have that flexibility over here. Troy University is a state government run university, so it's easy to say a public university. So it's been there since 1887, really old, really old. So well established, and our students have to have the pride of being there. And Troy has always been happy to have the partnership with SEGi. So in conjunction to that, our students are paying discounted fee because of, so the moment it's a Troy SEGi student transferring to US, you actually enjoy the benefit of the discounted fee. If you want to know more about the fee, how much is the discount, what is the real, how much is the discount and everything, by all means, please contact SEGi colleges. The counselors are ready to help you with that. We have good range of probably rebates for the students who's after SPM and stuff. So what I'm trying to explain over here is we have got a good partnership discounted fee for students who studying in SEGi colleges transferring to US campus. So that's one thing. We do not see, when you actually transfer to US, you're considered as an international student, but you actually enjoy the so-called as in-state local fees. So you want to know more about what an in-state local fees is if you transfer as a SEGi student to Troy University campus. So please feel free to contact the counselors. They are all welcome. So you're welcome to speak to you and your child. Please come forward with your results, and we can actually explain to you how much your child can benefit being in our American degree program, Troy University program in SEGi campuses.
Yeah, very well explained. Back to you, Maxine. I think we're stealing your show.
Oh, it's everyone's time to shine, especially Miss Nisha. Also, I have one question to follow up on Nisha's explanation earlier. So I heard that for Troy students, they can actually mix and match their majors and minors, and they can. And what happens if they transfer to the Troy campus? Like, can they do they still continue the same major, or they have different options?
Okay, Maxine, I think I explained a little bit about that, so I'm just going to go deep. So for students who enroll here in Malaysia with SEGi, you have three major options: the psychology, communication, and global business. These are the three options of majors. Obviously, when you have when you select a major, you have an option to select the minor as well. If for instance, if a student takes major in psychology, they can minor in communication. After all, we are actually chasing into multidiscipline, so we have to actually go very quickly, and we have to like have a few skills in us, to get employed and stuff. So that's one thing. So these are the three majors Troy University has in Malaysia with SEGi campuses. If the students could transfer to US campus, they can actually change their major to any other majors apart from the three that's available in Malaysia. So I make it very clear, you have only psychology, communication, and global business in Malaysia. And if you want to take any other majors apart from the three that's available in Malaysia, by all means, SEGi students in Malaysia can transfer yourself to the US campus and actually change your major as well.
Right. Thank you, Nisha. We do have some questions coming in from the audience. So the
Okay.
first question we have here is from Hassan. If we transfer to the US campus, do we pay the fee according to US campus or Malaysia campus?
Hi, Hassan. Thank you very much for being here this morning. Hassan, just to answer your question, if you transfer to US campus through SEGi, I make it very clear here. If you can transfer to Troy University US campus through SEGi colleges in Malaysia, you will be able to enjoy the local fees. Local in the sense you will be able to enjoy the discounted fee that is stated under SEGi. So you will need to contact SEGi colleges counselors, and they will be clarifying that part on you. But to make you very clear, if you want to study Troy programs directly in Troy campus, you have to pay the Troy international fee. But if you enroll for Troy programs in SEGi campuses, you will be enjoying the Malaysian fee.
Right. I hope that answers your question, Hassan. We have another one from MG Win. What is special about business program at Troy?
Hello, MG Win. Happy Sunday. All right, I think you must have done some research about our business program on website, so you actually wanted to know more from here. Okay, we have got AACSB accreditation. This is an additional accreditation that business schools are actually fighting for, and Troy University has got it already since probably 2018. I can be incorrect, but so inaccurate. Should be in 2018. We got it already. So, if a student enroll in SEGi colleges in Malaysia for global business program, they actually get AACSB accreditation automatically to your certificate. So when you actually enroll for global business and you are a graduate from the global business, you can actually put an additional note in your CV saying that you have got AACSB accreditation. So that will carry value to whichever country that you are looking forward to be employed for. Thank you, MG Win.
I also would like to say that the peers that you would be meeting with the ADP program in SEGi would also make a lot of difference to your learning experience for the question that you've asked for. Thank you.
Right. Thank you, MG for the question. We also have a last question from Fahrul Rusli. Can students decide to transfer to another USNI instead of continuing at Troy? Yeah.
Probably Mr. Anand.
Nisha, a student wants to know, should they be joining our program and they intend to transfer out from SEGi, perhaps maybe I'm looking at the question in year 2 or year 3, instead of going to Troy, can they join another university with the ADP program in SEGi?
Oh, okay. Yeah, they can do that. You mean they want to transfer to US? Anywhere in the US, not in Malaysia. Yeah, I think that's
perhaps
the case
to another university. That was the question.
Yeah, transfer will not be a problem because our certificate, our degree is accredited by SEGCOC at the highest qualification, and we also have MQA accreditation in all campuses. So transferring to any organizations, to any institutions, anywhere in Malaysia, anywhere in the US will not be a problem because of the full accreditation that we have got in both Malaysia and United States.
Actually, additionally, we can also say that students in the ADP program, if you want to transfer to a British degree program, that is also possible. It depends on the subject compatibility, etc. But definitely, this is a possibility.
Yes.
Right. Thank you so much, Miss Nisha and Miss Stella, Mr. Anand. But I would definitely recommend staying through the whole American degree program with Troy to experience the entire Troy's spirit, like what Nisha explained earlier. Yeah. So we have one last question, and this is for Mr. Anand. With online learning platforms made accessible to everyone, now anyone can virtually learn any skill anywhere and earn certificates. So, Mr. Anand, do students still need to pursue a college diploma or degree?
Thank you, Maxine, for the question. My answer would be a big yes, of course. Because you see, this question is a cluster of whatever we have been talking from Miss Stella, Apni, and Nisha. So definitely they need a college and a university degree, and I'll tell you why. Yes, especially during this pandemic period, we see a lot of courses being offered online, and technology has taken over the teaching and learning. What do you call that medium in the entire world. Everyone is going through online education, but the difference is when the difference that you see from a common online program and also a tertiary program from a college or university is the structure. You got to you get a chance to decide on the kind of program that you intend to study on, to take it further as a career option in the future, because there's a long way more to go after your study period. So the structure, you'll have a structure, the kind of people you meet, the networking, the associates that you will be meeting, your friends, your peers, or you call them lecturers, facilitators, the way they would actually impart knowledge to you, the delivery that you will see in classes, it'll be very different. And holding a recognized college and university degree will actually give a lot of substance, a lot of concrete value to one's journey. So it definitely makes a lot of difference. And coming back to the American degree program, definitely meeting the right facilitators in this program and studying through a recognized university like the Troy and also SEGi group of colleges will actually add a lot of value in the person's career pathway. So as I told you from the very beginning, from a very timid person transforming to someone who can actually speak out aloud and be very comfortable with who I am, the credential or have the support system to actually undertake tertiary level education, come join us, because we make a difference. We will make a difference in your lives. You're not only going to sit in class and listen to us, but we're going to have a lot of activities for you where learning and teaching and learning will be so much of fun. And to make things very convenient, we are also making learning very much fun, where we have implemented something which is called digital badges. Now, the interesting platform that we use in SEGi is Blackboard, and we have our lecturers, the facilitators that you would be meeting, have actually designed badges to make you very competitive. I would say that to make you very competitive, because you will meet a lot of friends in school, and you want to definitely shine. You want to be known by your peers. You want to be recognized by all of us. And I am the associate dean. I want to know who you are, and I want to recognize you. So we have come out with interesting digital badges, to for instance, if you are taking a subject in psychology, so we would actually call you the most outstanding psychologist for this semester. So if you are going to be an outstanding performer, you'll be earning those badges, and eventually when you finish, the testimonies that you would receive from the university, from the college, are added values to your learning. So all these are only possible when actually you join a college or university education. And in SEGi, we are making ourselves very niche, very unique, with all these different add-ons that we are giving you. And we also have micro-credential programs being offered, where we are giving, you see, we are in SEGi, we have got our, how do I say, proposed intakes in a year. As what Apni mentioned earlier, for ADP program, we have the fall semester, we have the summer semester, we have the spring semester, and we have the, I think, yes, fall, summer, and spring. So if you miss those terms and you're unable to join us during the main period, we don't want you to wait. So we will give you modules or subjects from the American degree program where you can take while waiting for the main intake. So this is called micro-credential program, and this is recognized, and you will have a transfer, a credit transfer when you join the main program. So these are the different kinds of values that we add to our potential clients, and this is only available with a college or a university education. So in conclusion, I would say, wait no more. Don't be wooed with all these online courses. Join us at SEGi. Yes, we give you online learning till the pandemic is over. When you get to college, you're going to have a lot of fun meeting all of us, and it's going to be very interesting. So college, university education is a big yes and important. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Mr. Anand. From what you have explained, it really does make a difference. Peers make a difference, and going to college to have all that learning experience, especially an American learning experience, it really gives values to our potential students.
Yeah, and most importantly, on a selfish note, you got to come to meet me. You're going to see how life has transformed me. So I'm going to transform you to be an excellent person, and you're going to say that, oh, I made it with Anand. So join us at SEGi.
Yep, you gotta come and meet Mr. Anand, Miss Nisha, and our lecturers. Yep. So I can see that we do have more questions coming in, but we don't really have time for that now. You can just drop us your questions in a link that I will provide later. So all right, we are approaching the end of the event, but before that, let me just share a bit about the rebate and offer that we have when you join our ADP. Right, just give me a few seconds. Right, so this is an offer that we have for those who are thinking of joining our ADP. You can opt for a cash rebate and an Apple Watch. So when you register, you will get this Apple Watch Series 6. But this offer is only applicable for our June 2021 intake. So hurry and make a move before our intake closes this month. Remember to take a screenshot of this slide so you don't forget. Just to remind everyone again, this program is a direct route to degree right after SPM. So you don't need to have a foundation, you don't need to have a diploma, no SPM. Like if you have an SPM, you can straight away just apply for this program. If you have more questions, or if you have now decided to join our June 2021 intake, head over to this link that I am sharing right now in the comments. Head over to this link to submit your information, and we will get back to you as soon as possible. If you missed the first half of this session, you can always replay it, and do share this video link with your friends and family who is considering an ADP program, because the information will really help them make the right decision for their future. So it is time to bring our Fireside chat session to a close. I would like to thank our speakers for taking their time out of the Sunday and for the invaluable contribution to today's discussion. It was indeed an insightful session for our audience. Thank you, Ms. Stella, Mr. Anand, Ms. Afni, and Ms. Punisha. On behalf of SEGi Group of Colleges, thank you all for tuning in today, and we hope to see you in our next session coming right up at 1 p.m. Goodbye and have a good day.
Bye, everyone.
Thank you.
Bye, everyone. Take care.
Bye. Thank you.